velvet rope, let's just get right into it because we are joined back by our literal favorite, the one, the only Countess Luann.
Hi, David.
What is going on, Luann?
Well, I'm loving your vibe. You got like a nice Hamptons vibe going on, huh?
Listen, I am down the street from you, honey.
I know, I love it.
It's all about Sag Harbor. Well, listen, I mean, are you enjoying your Hamptons time? I mean, you're here for a minute between your tour dates.
Exactly. So I just got back from Canada and San Francisco and Seattle, which was awesome. And now I'm going out to LA for my final leg of the tour. So I'm enjoying, my family's coming out to the Hamptons today. Really looking forward to that and having some downtime. And then I leave on Monday for LA. So super excited about, that show being back in LA after all these years, because last time I was in LA, I played the Wiltern, which was incredible. But it's been a minute. And so it's great to be back and to perform at the iconic Rey Theatre. Is just amazing. June 23rd to the 26th, I'll be there. And so I can't wait to connect with my LA fans and get out there.
I mean, listen, the West Coast needs some Countess. Like, we're spoiled here. We have 54 below. You're home away from home. Like, I've told everyone that I know in LA that I'm friends with is coming to the show.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, David.
No, it's true. Like, they're like clamoring for you on the West Coast, Luann.
Awesome. Great. Well, yeah, tickets are going fast. So I'm really excited about that. There's been a real uptick because I really didn't promote LA yet. So I'm so thrilled to be on your podcast so we can talk everything LA.
Well, it amazes me because I have attended your show so many times. Like, people, I think, walk in expecting, a quote unquote housewives night out. And then they walk out like, oh my God. Like, I have a friend that saw you in Canada that was like, that's literally the best show I've ever seen. Swear, I'm not just making this up.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Yeah. Well, I put on a good show. I work really hard at it. I had a lot of rehearsal. I have a new director who is Richard J. Alexander, who's the director of Kristen Chenoweth, who's the Queen of Broadway. He's directed and still directs, Barbara Streisand and Bette Midler. I mean, he's the best in the business. So I get to work with him. Billy Stritch has done my shows. I've got Brian Nash this time around for LA, and Todd Schroeder, who's going to be my musical director in LA. So, I've got a great team. We work really hard to put on a great show. And I feel like, when you see the housewives, you see like a smidgen, and it's always the drama around the other women in my show and me going to see the poster and going to the beach for a swim. How dare I? Why am I not getting the truffle fries? So, people, I love it because they see what they see on the show, and then they get to my show and they're like, wow. And like your friend said, it's a real show. You're going to see F-bombs on the G4 with the OGs playing out in the show. I have a great video packages put together. I talk about all the bad things that have happened to me in the past. You have to, have a sense of humor in life. And so I've moved past those, experiences, and I get to talk, Q&A with the audience, and that's so much fun. And I get to sing all the songs that I love, and of course, a little bit of money.
We always have to have a little bit of money. Well, listen, like, I've been to your show so many times in New York. We've had Phaedra Parks there, Teresa. The last time I was there, Leah McSweeney was there. You're going to be in, LA.
With Madonna's daughter. Yeah. Lourdes came to the last show.
Oh my God. I saw that. That's so funny you mentioned that. I was literally, that's on my list of, like, I mean, oh my God, like, yeah, icon, right?
Yeah. She's a big fan. She's been trying to come to my show for a while. But out in LA, when I was there last time, Molly Shannon came, and Terry Hatcher, and I had a lot of celebrities that came to the show last time I was there. And I will have a lot of celebrities coming out in LA to support me. So that's, so humbling and such a beautiful thing for me to have celebrities that, come to support me, that, know that I love the craft of cabaret, and they're there for me. And that's a huge nod to me. And I feel very humbled by that.
After Lourdes Leon came backstage and told you how much she loved the show, did you tell her, like, hey, maybe a future duet with your mom?
Yeah. Well, listen, a future duet with her because Lourdes is singing now. And so she was telling me that she was recording in the studio. And so I'm thrilled for her that, she loves music and she loves to perform. I didn't know that about her. So we'll definitely see each other out in the Hamptons because, Madonna has a place out here.
She does have a place out here. I would like to see you do a duet with Lourdes Leon. I think I'm going to put this out into the world.
Would that be cool? And you know who came to my show in Seattle?
Who?
The Haim sisters.
Really?
Yeah, I was like blown away. They're like, we're such big fans of yours. They came backstage. I was like mind blown. I didn't really even know they were coming. They like kind of surprised me. It was so cool. I'm trying to get pictures from them actually and they said to me, Countess, we want to do a song with you. They were so blown away by the show. They couldn't believe it. So, I mean, they're like, we just did Madison Square Garden and sold out Madison Square Garden. And I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. And then they said, you're going to be at the El Rey 4 nights. That's epic, Luann. You should be so proud of yourself. Anyway, they were so great, such nice girls, and so cool that they came to support me in Seattle.
It is epic. I mean, and might we see some housewives? I mean, Lisa Rinna, Kyle Richards.
Of course, you're going to see some of the housewives of Beverly Hills at my show for sure.
Well, listen, I mean, if that doesn't line people up around the block, in addition, because a little Luann with a little Lisa Rinna, Kyle Richards, we love that.
Well, she was in my music video for Feelin' Giovanni, don't forget.
She was.
She's a fan.
Listen, speaking of housewife appearances, you and Sonja Morgan, you made headlines recently about this potential spinoff. It's going to be based on The Simple Life. Anything you can tell us about that?
I can't really comment on that. Nothing is confirmed. So I can't comment, but wouldn't that be great?
That would be great. I mean, you and Sonja in some rural towns, just like Paris and Nicole. Have you ever watched The Simple Life back in the day?
Of course. I know The Simple Life very well. I mean, it's funny because I had said to Victoria, my daughter, I said, that would be right up my alley. And so, listen, I can't confirm anything yet. I don't know. And it was a rumor on Page 6. So
listen, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed.
You can't believe everything you read on Page 6. Okay.
No, but the idea it's brilliant. I mean, if this went forward, would you rewatch The Simple Life? Would you maybe reach out to Paris? I mean, Kathy Hilton is a friend of on Beverly Hills. I mean, you have the hookup there, Luann.
Yeah, right.
Let me just ask one more question. If, there's a Paris and a Nicole, who would you be? Would you be the Paris or the Nicole, and who would Sonja be?
Well, listen, if said show should happen, I don't know. I think probably more Paris than I am Nicole, right? Even though I have